Welcome back. It is 1514, and our family tree looks so good. Last year we had Tobias get married to Violet. We had Eleanor do a little bit of a risky woohoo. We had Caesarea be born. We had Drogo be born, and then both of Cassandra's children aged up. And she's pregnant again, of course. Everything's going great. I'm feeling good. Let's roll. Um, we have actually I should like fix these colors because they're wrong and they kind of are confusing a little bit. But anyway, an 8 or a 16 for little Drogo. He survives. And then Alexander Goth cannot get a 3 or an 18. No 3 or 18. Ooh, that was a close one, but you made it. And then I just wanted to think, because obviously that took 2 seconds. So let's think about who Alex should get married to. So let's head over here and take a look at our eligible bachelorettes. Obviously, no one in here. Okay, so obviously no one in the royal family. Okay, so the Gainsfords, they're already married. She's a child. The Knights, we have Thora Knight. She's still a teenager, but we can change that. Okay, Thora Knight. Let me make some notes. Is our first option. I'm going to take down the options and then decide right now because I'm marrying him this year. So I'm sorry you didn't get to have a say in it. But, Sybil Peacock and Saphira Peacock. Although Sybil was compromised by us, but nobody else knows that. And Saphira Peacock. Okay. Letitia Goth is his sister. In the Dubois family, we do have Kinley. Okay, Kinley Dubois. The Watson family doesn't have anyone. The Landgrab family doesn't have anyone. What about the Alberts? Okay, we have Gracie. No, she got married. Gracie Dubois is married. Never mind. In the Light family, no. What about in the Gamal family? Okay, we have Ingleaf. Leaf, I can't spell. That's okay. And then the Dakra family, I don't think we have anyone there. No. They've been having babies while I haven't been looking, though. Okay, so those are our options. Okay, so first off, I think the answer becomes pretty clear when we realize that Kinley Dubois is actually the only daughter of nobility. So that kind of makes things pretty obvious, in my opinion. The Gamal family is not high enough up for a lord. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Kinley. We'll have to age her up, but I think we're going to go with Kinley. Okay, let's do that. Let's hop into the game. Alrighty, so here we are in the game. Just as your recap, Siobhan and Diana aren't getting along. Diana and Gabriel are currently trying for another baby because they had a daughter. Eleanor is courting with Nicholas, and Diana is also enemies with Verena. So last time we saw Diana and Verena get into it and become enemies with each other and everything. And so I think that Gabriel doesn't really appreciate the drama in his household. So he's going to have a conversation with Verena and be like, look, I do not want these issues in my home. I don't want these issues with my wife. Like, you have to understand that you are just a mistress and she is my lawful wife. And despite the fact that you've given me a son and she hasn't, that you are below her and that you can't be arguing with her and causing fights with her. And Verena is kind of trying to stand up for herself because we all know that Diana is evil and she wants to fight with people. And she's like, it's not my fault, blah, blah, blah. And Gabriel's like, look, I just can't. Like, if you're going to be a problem for me, maybe you shouldn't come around anymore. So he's going to basically, break up with her and tell her that, yes, I'm still going to support you and our child because obviously that's my duty to do so. But you know, don't come to the main house anymore. Don't come to see me anymore. Like, we're not in a relationship. And Verena is just heartbroken because she really gave up everything by getting pregnant with his child and being his mistress and everything. She gave up her status, her family, everything. And now she doesn't even have the guy anymore. And so Diana has kind of pushed her out in a way. Now, that is what happened first. Now we're going to have a bunch of people over the house trying to hang out with them and, you know, see some things that are going to happen, see some people that are going to come over. We'll have them all hang out in here. You really need to put on some real clothes. So yeah, everyone is over our house hanging out, probably like for like a pre-Christmas party. It is Christmas, you know, in this video. So I was going to say this year, but it kind of sounds weird because Christmas is supposed to be an annual thing. But anyway, so everyone is here hanging out and there's a fire. There's a lot of fires at our house lately. I don't know. It's because like everybody got a fear of fires and now they are just going to make more fires, which is really annoying. But Hans Albert actually did get singed by the fire. So you know what? I am going to kill him through the fire. And actually that's also Verena's father, so she is just having a really bad day. But I'm going to kill him off because he got lit on fire, and you know what? That's what I'm going with. Meanwhile, if you could just leave my house, please, my guy in the Warren chat. We have Diana, as we know, is into the ladies, and so she is going to seduce her next lady, which is going to be one of the Gamal children. Honestly, I think it's, what's her name? Is it like Ingleaf? I think so. She is going to, you know, seduce another lady love. Diana isn't really planning on keeping her own mistress. She just wants to fool around and not have any responsibility regarding it. I mean, she knows she's not going to get anyone pregnant, but she also doesn't want anybody to be like trying to, you know, be in a relationship with her because she's not really interested in that. She's just interested in having fun, having a good time. She's evil, she's mean, she's just like not a good person. So I don't think that she would be the type to you know, have a long-standing mistress. So she's just going to do whatever she wants, and good for her. So she is going to do that, and then we'll come downstairs to have her and Gabriel woohoo as well, which I know is kind of gross. But anyway, we're going to have them woohoo because I really need her to get pregnant with a baby. Like, come on. We need more babies. We only have the one, and as much as I love Cesaria, she's a girl and we need a boy, and that is obviously something that's going to be really important to Gabriel because I feel like Gabriel and King Henry, they're buddies. They're probably talking a lot about the whole child situation. By this point, Henry and Catherine have been unsuccessful so far in having a living child, and Gabriel also lost his first child that he had with Diana. So I think that, you know, it's something that him and Henry talk about, and they talk about how important it is to, you know, have sons, to carry on your legacy and all that stuff. So Gabriel is definitely more focused on his sons, as much as I do think he loves his daughter, though, because he obviously dotes on her. Like, he is always coming up and coming around her and coming to, you know, cuddle her and all this stuff. Like, he autonomously does it all the time. So I do think he cares about his daughter, but I think that he wants the status of a son. So there is that. And then we have Diana also low-key taking care of the baby, but whatever. Also, why does your jewelry keep changing color? You know, you'd think that they would fix that. Also, I think she is pregnant now. I think I saw her be nauseous, so that is pretty awesome that we're going to have another baby probably next year because already we're a little bit into the year by now. And then it is Christmas. So since it's Christmas, we are going to have everyone give each other presents. We'll have Siobhan make a grand meal, and everything will be going well. We'll just have all of that going on. So they are all enjoying that. I'm going to get everyone to gather around for this grand meal, and they're all feeling good. So I am pretty excited about that, except they all autonomously keep trying to leave. Yes, okay, so yes, we just found out that she is pregnant. So this is really good. Diana is currently pregnant. We're going to have another child. And yeah, so everyone's having their meal, their grand meal, checking off the boxes here, trying to give each other presents. Siobhan is giving her son a toy, and Gabriel is I forget what Gabriel is giving out, but he has like a bunch of weird stuff in his inventory because Siobhan is like a master of archaeology for some reason. So we keep getting mailed archaeological things, and so just gifting those out and having I think I had Lionel actually give somebody a pile of trash. I'm such a jerk. Okay, so yes, it is Christmas. Everyone is having their Christmas stuff. Everyone is getting all the boxes checked off for Christmas. Feeling good about it. Siobhan cooked this lovely meal and everything. So there is that. And then Nicholas is actually going to come over. He did try to call her over earlier, but we were busy, so I said no. But anyway, we're going to have Nicholas come over to talk to Eleanor. And, they've been courting for a little while now, so he's going to talk with her and be like, look, I really care for you a lot, and I think that we could make a wonderful family, and will you please be my wife? And Eleanor is just so excited. She's like, absolutely, like, yes, let's get married. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I mean, they did woohoo. She didn't get pregnant, but they did do it. So they are both very happy about the situation. Gabriel is now going, Gabriel, obviously, I guess Nicholas would have had to ask Gabriel for permission, but obviously he had it because he is first in line after his brother for a marquee title. So that could be really good for Eleanor. And yeah, so they are both really excited, and Eleanor is so happy that she is going to get to be with the man of her dreams, and she is actually looking forward to being a wife. And that's not something that she was always, she had initially thought that being a wife was going to mean that she couldn't follow her dreams of, potentially becoming a knight and stuff. And she knows Gabriel doesn't support her, but she's hoping that once she marries and moves out, that she can actually begin following her dreams in that way. So anyway, I know a lot of people love Elaine. Wow, I shouldn't have named them so close to each other. Love Elaine Landgrab, and I love her too. Honestly, she's such a great sim. She's beautiful. She really deserved to roll to get married. So we already know that Gabriel had already had a fling with her. She is now considered a spinster at this point. Who witnessed it? I don't see anyone witnessing the scandal. No, now Siobhan walked in. And anyway, Siobhan doesn't care. So anyway, Elaine is getting older. Nobody really wants to marry her at this point. And so, which is just wild to me because she's a land grab, but who knows? Maybe rumors about her and Gabriel spread and people didn't want to be with her. But you could see there she did get nauseous. So I think that since Verena is out, Elaine is going to be in. Elaine is going to be our new official mistress. So there is that, and we're having a good time there. So we're probably going to have another baby with Eleanor as well as with our wife. So we'll focus on that. So that's the next thing that happened. And now what we're going to do is actually just wait for the time to become appropriate so that we can head over to the royal family's household. So basically, we're going to check things out here, have a good time. Everyone's chatting, dancing, having a fun time, being happy, and all that. Gabriel is having a good time, and he is going to now go visit the king. So we're going to go visit King Henry VIII. So let's knock on the door and then have a conversation with him. So the first thing that they're going to talk about is that, Henry obviously has been unsuccessful in having any children, so Gabriel lost one of his children. They're going to continue to have these conversations, and Gabriel is going to basically tell Henry, well, my wife is pregnant right now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hopefully, this is the one and everything. And so he's going to tell Henry, I gave her some jewelry that I charged under the moonlight. And Henry's going to be like, what are you talking about? You charged the jewelry. And Gabriel's going to say, oh, well, I don't know if you knew this, but, stones can get certain properties if you charge them under the moonlight and all this stuff. And Henry is like, you're crazy. Like, there's no way. And so Gabriel's like, yes, way. I learned it from, an actual spellcaster, and basically outs the Peacock family as spellcasters. But he's going to say, I bet that her fertility is related to the magic, that we're able to have another baby and, maybe it'll live and whatever. And so he's saying all this, and Henry is just kind of like, Maybe I should try this magic thing. So Gabriel has now told Henry that the peacocks are involved in magic, and maybe Henry is thinking that they could help him in his quest to have a son. Now we know he is not going to successfully have a son that lives to adulthood, but he doesn't know that. So he is going to have a conversation, or not a conversation, but he's going to kind of bring the Peacock family before him and be like, I know you're cults, but if you help me have a son, well, we can just say that that's totally fine and that spellcasters are great and this kingdom loves them. So the Peacock family has received a sudden boost in status because of Gabriel's talk with the king. They are now going to be the king's like official, squad for trying to get him to have a son. And so because of that, the Peacock family are really stressed, but they also are enjoying an increase of status, right? Because they are, very close to the king now, and so it does elevate their family status. But of course, if they can't deliver, what's going to happen? We'll find out. So there's that. And then the last thing is that Tobias and Violet have been having a very happy married life where they both get to do whatever they want. But Tobias is actually going to bring his lover into the household as well. So Tobias and Werner have been seeing each other, and they have been kind of being secretive about it. Of course, Violet knows because Tobias and Violet are besties. So they're going to have this, they have a conversation where, he's like, oh, I really do think I'm in love with Werner and I want to have him live with us and everything and like be, official. And so Violet's totally cool with that. You can see Violet and Werner are good friends too. They are pretty close. Like she is so chill about it. And, now she's thinking to herself, well, maybe I'll find someone, maybe she'll be able to find someone to, be with in this circumstance, but we'll have to see where that goes. So they're all having a good time, and Tobias is living his best life, so don't you worry about him. Now, for the birthdays, we have Drogo Gamal, who is now an infant, as you just saw. The next child we have, we are going to marry Alex Goth III and Kinley Dubois, like we talked about at the beginning, that we're going to marry him off to Kinley. So let's get him a new young adult picture. He needs some facial hair. He looks so young. And then we'll change Kinley's outfits to all black. And she is going to now be a part of the Goth family. So that's super exciting. They're now married. They actually have like 6 baby tries. So I'm pretty optimistic for the future of the Goths. And then we have 2 Watson children who also have birthdays. That is Nora Watson here, who's becoming a teenager, and also Emil Watson, who is becoming a teenager. They're both becoming teens, and they are, I don't know why I spent so much time looking for her outfit. Like, I was just like trying to find an outfit that I could quickly click on in each thing, but then it turned out to be like more than I should have spent time figuring out. So that's fine, but whatever. So anyway, now we have Emil also, who is going to be a teenager. And then I think I messed up the tiny spreadsheet now that I look at it. But, that's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, because I'm looking at Emil and it says 7. No, I need 7, 15, 14 minus I1. Okay, yeah. So, okay. Everything's fine. Moving on, we're going to head back home, and in our house, we're going to start updating everything here. We're going to add Werner to the family tree. We're also going to add Kinley to the family tree, and they're all doing a good job. And then we are going to actually update all the pictures, and then after that, we do notice that 2 more babies are going to be born in this year, so that's really exciting for everyone. Cassandra has a baby, and it is a girl, and it survives, and her name is Isolde. So now Cassandra has 2 more baby tries left, and that's good. And then we are also going to have Elizabeth Landgrab. The Landgrabs are going to have their baby. We already knew it was a girl. She did survive too, and her name is going to be Justina. So the two little girls were both born this year at the end of the year, and they both survived. So that is all really good. We'll see pretty much at the beginning of the next one what happens with our baby, whether our baby turns out to be a boy or a girl, whether they survive, all that stuff. So that is all good. And let's see what else is going on next year. Okay, so next year we have a lot of scary birthdays. So Cesaria is becoming a toddler, and Lionel is becoming a teenager and might roll to marry. So we'll have to see for our family where that goes, and I'm really excited by it, so I hope you guys are too. And I mean, honestly, look at how beautiful Eleanor turned out. Jeez. Okay, so everything is going great, and hopefully we'll have a boy in the next one, so I will catch you then.